Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start something a little bit different, and what we got is this sheep barn, and it has this hole with no door on it. It's never had a door. It's 17 feet 6 inches, maybe 17 foot 8 inches. It's about 13 foot 5 high. And the rest of the barn, at one time or another, we've sided part of it, well, most of it. Made a couple of doors in this end so we can get machinery in and out. When I bought this farm, this was like a cow stable or something in this end. Anyway, we took everything out of the barn and we just use it for machinery storage now. But this side, Kim uses for sheep. And I'll show you the sheep here. Anyway, this started out as a 4-H project with 2 little lambs. For a 4-H project for the kids, they each had a lamb, and they had to take it to Brigden Fair for achievement night, and they had to show it, I guess, at the fair or whatnot. And at the end of the achievement night, the sheep got sold, and that was the end. Well, when it come time to sell the sheep, kids got cold feet, and anyway, the sheep didn't get sold. They got brought home, along with a couple more, and a little boy's sheep. And since then, the herd has got bigger and grown, and Kim's added a few. The kids have moved on, kind of. Cory's still here, but the rest of the kids are in university. Anyway, so Kim has these few ewes. I don't know, there's about 16 maybe. 14, I don't know. Anyway, there was a little mishap in the summer, and I know this happens everywhere. The boys got out, only for a few minutes, but anyway, the boys got out, and this is the result. There's a cute little lamb right there, and then there's a set of triplets here. These come the other night as a surprise. They're not due for, I think, about 6 more weeks. But nobody told the boys when they got out to leave the girls alone, and as boys are. Anyway, there's three little lambs in here somewhere. Where's your little lambs? That one's a little hard to see in the dark. Yeah. Anyway, there's 2 little black ones and a little white one. So today's job, we're going to try to put this door together. This is a different kind of a door, and I'll bring you back as we get putting this thing together and show you how it works. It's pretty simple. When we get done, it'll be an electric overhead door. So I said I'd bring you back. We've been at this for a good solid hour and about an hour and 40 minutes. And we've pretty much got the door framed. We got 2x10 around the outside, plywood. We had to cut the tin off, take the trim off. So we're basically ready to start hanging the door, I think. Anyway, I said I would bring you back. We got Cory here. How are you, Cory?
Good.
We're not bedding today.
No.
No school today. It's slippery out here, Cory.
Yeah.
We're having an awful time standing up. We're on a side hill, cement that's covered in black ice, and it's terrible, isn't it, Frank? It's terrible. Anyway, I said I'd bring you back. That's what's going on. And I think we're going to attempt at hanging this door. We'll see what happens. Yeah, time's marching on. It's a little after 4. I thought I'd bring you back. We got the rails mounted on each side. And we got the tarp up there. You're a little low on that end yet, Frank. Right about a little higher yet. So he's just mounting the clips that hold the top of the tarp up. This is very simple when we're done. And we're gonna basically get the door up and we'll be able to close it tonight. But the pity is we won't be able to open it because the opener is, and that's another issue. We're putting an electric opener on it. And Frank's got to make a couple of brackets. And which isn't the end of the world, but he'll get that tomorrow. So this door actually has went pretty good. We didn't start till 1 o'clock and it's about 11 minutes after 4. And the other thing is we are working on black ice. We had an ice storm last night and we're standing here on cement that's covered in black ice. It's so bad. That tractor won't even back up that hill. It's so slippery. One thing that is a must to install one of these is a scissor lift, which we happen to have at the plant. They've actually made a ladder obsolete. About it. I'm gonna go do chores and I'll bring you back. I'm away tomorrow, but probably I'll bring you back whenever we get the opener put on this thing, and then it'll be done. Yeah, we're back here on Monday, and we're around the back of the barn, and what there's 3 sheets of tin off the corner of this barn. And when we did that door, we had to cut the tin off, and there was a couple little pieces of tin. And what we're doing is kind of patching it up. And I worked for a guy 55 years ago, and he once told me, he says, "What's worse, a pretty hole or an ugly patch?" What do you think, Frank? Are we figuring that out? What's worse? And unfortunately today he went to start this lift up. Got a hole in the propane line. We've kind of got it patched up here, good enough to get this job done, and we want to get this done, and then we'll take it back to the plant and tear it apart, get a new hose for it and whatnot. Anyway, we'll see what goes on here. Well, there it is. What do you think, Frank? We call that an ugly patch? Sure. It certainly looks better than the pretty hole that we had, and I'm sure the sheep will enjoy it. It'll cut down on the west wind going in there. Anyway, we're loaded up, ready to head out. I'll get a shot at the other end, show you what we did down there. What Frank just put on was that little piece of trim across the top. We wanted something to stop the water from getting on that it's a 2x10, and there's a piece of plywood there, so he had that made right there at Lumberjack in Dresden, and that kind of dresses it up a little bit. And something else Frank put on here was this automatic opener. Well, it's not automatic. You push a button and the door goes up. Works pretty slick. And then you just push the button and the door goes down. And all this is a cable winch. Pretty slick. Anyway, that's about gonna do it for this door project. And hey, if you like this, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, now would be a good time, and a comment. I love them comments. And I'll catch you on the next one.